Prince Harry's role at California-based mental health company BetterUp may be little more than marketing smoke and mirrors, disgruntled employees claim. Staff have taken a swipe at the royal, who was handed a role at the firm last year. Some have asked what vice presidents, VPs, like Harry, who is believed to rake in a seven-figure salary, do on a day-to-day basis. One coach said, "They have so many. Now I don't even know what these VPs do." Harry was named Chief Impact Officer at the San Francisco-based company amid great fanfare last March. It was his first job since quitting as a working royal, and it's believed he's earning a small fortune to attend special company events and join all-hands meetings. Company chiefs say he's responsible for championing the importance of maximizing human potential worldwide, describing it as meaningful and meaty role. Harry himself said his aim was to help people become the best version of themselves. But sources from the company told no one is clear about what role he performs, and asked how meaningful the work is. One suggested it was simply marketing smoke and mirrors. Harry gave an in-depth interview about his own mental health while promoting the company in February. In a chat with friend Serena Williams, he told viewers he burned the candle at both ends before learning how to meditate, but still experiences really hard days. And he said his lessons from the universe feel like a superpower. "I too experience burnout," he said. "I'm burning the candle at both ends and that's like, boom. That's when you're forced to look inside yourself." He urged viewers to carry out self-care and discussed his own mental toolbox. "Life is about learning. If in your 20s, 30s, 40s and even your 50s, if you think you've got it sorted, then bad stuff is going to happen," he said. "There's a lesson here. I'm being schooled by the universe. Next time it happens, I'm going to be more resilient and can see a way around it to achieve the ultimate goal." In other news, Prince Harry has left the sword of Damocles hanging over the rest of the royal family, Tina Brown has argued. The royal author was invited to talk about the Duke's upcoming tell-all autobiography during a recent U.S. media appearance. Ms. Brown told The Washington Post via live stream, "Harry's announcement that he's also going to do a tell-all memoir coming out this September was just a huge issue for the whole family. It's like they have it now hanging over them like the sword of Damocles that come the fall they're going to get another boatload of flack from inside their own family. Just at a point when the monarch is very fragile with the Queen on a glide path to the end of her life. So there's a lot of anger about that." Harry was absent when the royal family gathered in remembrance of Philip in March, but traveled with Meghan to see his grandmother the Queen for the first time in 2 years this month on his way to the Invictus Games in The Hague. In a later interview with NBC's Today, Harry appeared to issue a veiled warning to those closest to the Queen, saying he wanted to make sure she was protected and had the right people around her. The Duke did not elaborate on whether he was referring to royal aides or members of his own family, but his comments are likely to have deepened the rift with his father the Prince of Wales and his brother and perplexed palace officials. He sidestepped co-presenter Hoda Kotb's question if he missed his father or brother, and instead said, "For me at the moment I'm here focused on these guys and giving everything I can 120% to them to make sure they had the experience of a lifetime." On the back of his comments, royal historian Hugo Vickers has argued for Harry not to attend celebrations to mark his grandmother the Queen's 70 years on the British throne. Mr. Vickers told ITV's The Royal Rota podcast, "There are other forces working on Prince Harry. The first mean he's got contracts with publishers, he's got Netflix deals, he had a Netflix crew following him around and he has a wife. I think all these people are controlling him in a different sort of way." Referring to Prince Harry's recent interview with a US TV outlet, he said, "American interviewers are very aggressive and they want answers to these things." Presumably, he went along to talk about the Invictus Games and of course, he got the inevitable questions, which is why actually, I would rather hope that he doesn't come to the Jubilee. Because I can see that whole of the media will be speculating as to whether he is getting on with his brother or his father or how he looks at his grandmother and so forth. He would do best to stay away. It would be the best present he could possibly give her and us, continued Mr. Vickers.